Hi guys, so today's video is my March 2015 favourites, and I have to admit March has been a pretty atrocious month, but I am glad to say that despite that there are still some things that have managed to kind of keep me going throughout the month and cheered me up a little, and I am more than happy to share them with you guys. As per usual, let's begin with sort of media, television and film, and this is quite a busy category this month. Now my favourite film this month may be at least in my top 3 favourite films of all time. The film is Pride, and this film actually came out I believe in 2014, maybe 2013. Not this year, but I saw it for the first time this month and have already watched it twice because it was just so fantastic. It was such an amazing, like, feel good but make you think film, if that makes sense. Now the film follows a group of LGBT or lesbian and gay activists who decide to show a little or a lot of solidarity for the striking miners during the miners' strike in the 1980s under Margaret Thatcher. And yes, this is all based on a true story. All of the characters, or most of the characters in the film, were all real people and are still real people, and the story itself is all the better for being true. Just an amazing film about friendship, strength against adversity and solidarity. Next is a kind of cross between television and film, and those are BBC miniseries, specifically sort of period dramas. I have been really loving my period dramas this month, and I do have to say I adore a miniseries for just being far more sort of accurate to books because they had that bit of extra length in a film. In particular, I'd say the two that I enjoyed the most this month were the BBC adaptation of North and South by Elizabeth Gaskell and the BBC adaptation of Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. And last but not least is a true television series, and that is Merlin. I think this series first came out in 2008 and there was 5 series, all of which are on the UK Netflix, so hey, awesome. You can go and watch that right now if you want, and it is just fantastic. It's very much like a kind of Xena Warrior Princess, Hercules, Legend of the Last Seeker, was that what that one was called? You know, just these very cheesy, mediocre special effects, fantasy, magical, mythical television series, but just get you hooked. They've got wonderful characters, really silly, funny plot points, kind of melodrama, and of course lots and lots of magic. Now Merlin, as you may be able to guess, is based on the legend of King Arthur and Merlin, with quite a bit of a twist because in it Merlin is actually a young man and he and Arthur are both, I think, around in their 20s, but really well done and really enjoyable. And I'm on the end of series 3 just now. I have been whizzing through it, and following on quite nicely from my period drama obsession this month is my favourite book of the month, and that is Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen. I adore this book, I adore the characters, and especially the character of Mr. Tilney. Spot on. You may have your Mr. Darcy's, for Mr. Tilney is far superior. It's not very long at all, and this is the Vintage Classics edition, which makes it all the more pleasurable to read, of course, because it is so beautiful. The inside flaps look like this. Just such a fast-paced, good fun and quite amusing read, so I would highly, highly recommend checking this out, even if you have read no other Jane Austen. My next favourite is something I can't actually show you because I'm currently filming on it, and it is my new iPhone 6. I think most of you are aware that I do and have always filmed on my iPhone since I got one, and that was an iPhone 5 until my last video, which was also filmed on this iPhone 6. Kind of all for technology slash internet-y stuff because I've been so absent from the internet this month. Next I want to rave about my love for Lush. I actually never liked Lush until I was in my 20s, and then I have been hooked ever since. And this month I discovered a new bath product, and it is called Dragon's Egg. I've already used some of it as a bath bomb. As you can see, it's sort of like got like a white outer shell and inside it's orange. Unfortunately, it did not hatch into a dragon when I put it in my bath, but you know, you can't have everything. I did hope though. Not exactly sure what the smell is, it was a gift, but it's definitely citrusy and I adore citrus smells. And if you're wondering, I do have very sensitive skin, and this has not irritated it. I've used it twice. I bought this new skirt and I'm absolutely in love with it. I really want to share it with you. Sorry if you're not into this kind of thing. It is this high-waisted faux leather skirt from Zara, which, yes, is green. I am absolutely in love with it. It has a zip up the back and it also has pockets. And this might sound strange, but I have always wanted a green leather skirt. I saw one a couple of years ago in French Connection, which was real leather, and it came to the knee and it was like a forest green. Oh, and how did I want it, but it was £200 and also real leather. Whereas this baby was only £26, and I know I will get a lot of wear of this. It's so up my street. Makes me feel like I'm having a sort of 60s/70s flashback when I'm wearing it. But those are all my favourites. Apart from my birthday, this month has very much been a writing essays / watching television month for me, so that is what I had to talk about. Since I still have a lot of uni work to come, perhaps you would be willing to recommend me some more either period dramas or feel-good films, if you have any films like Pride, or cheesy magical mythical television series. And fingers crossed for April for us all, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye guys!